Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Lights. In today's video, I'm going to be tinkering with this vector right here. Now this is just a regular style vector light. There's no smart pods or anything like that on this particular one. We have 5 rotators, and then we have the 2 pods that have the front takedowns. We have our alleys, we have rear flashers in the back. Now I just took this outside and gave it a quick hosing down to try to get as much dust off as I could. That's why I got a little bit of water and stuff like that in there. But you can also see from inside the shop and stuff like that, it looks like I might got some overspray or something like that on these lenses. That need a good buffing and stuff like that. So I'm going to pull the lenses off, check out everything on the inside, make sure everything's really good. Maybe add a little oil to anything if it needs it or anything like that. Clean the lenses up, polish them out, get this thing looking really good, and then we're going to fire it up. So let's go ahead and get to it. Now those are actually 3 different versions of this light bar. You had your vector that had a couple smart pods, and then you had your vision light bar. The biggest differences between the light bars, like this one right here being a vector, it's literally just a plug and play kind of light. You just hook power to it and it does its thing. The vision light bar, or the smart pod version, ran off a control board. Essentially what that means is this was a computer driven style light bar. What that meant is they can control each one of these pods individually via this control board. So they would have pre-programmed settings in this board for each one of these pods where they can control rotation speed. They could actually turn some of them into alley lights, takedown lights, rear flashers, wigwags, side sweeps, traffic advisors, all that kind of stuff. It made the bar very, very universal without having to have a bunch of extra stuff inside the bar. Alright, since I got all the lenses cleaned up on the inside and all the rotators and everything are all nice and clean, now it's time for me to start buffing them. But with these things being as small as they are, trying to hold on to these things and buff them without it catching my buffer and shooting across the shop, and next thing you know I have a broken dome, I made this little rig right here. So essentially what it is, I had an extra pod base that I screwed to my bench. I stuck a piece of wood on the inside, because this whole pod is no good anyway. You see where all the ears are broken that hold the rotator in place. The ears are broken on the back side here. So essentially my plan is I'm just going to put these on like this, put a couple screws in the back just so they can't lift up, and that's going to hold that in place for me so I can go around my buffer, get them all buffed up nice and clean, and then after that I'll go ahead and get them back on the bar. So let's go ahead and start working on that next. Alright, to kind of get back to what I was talking about earlier in the video where there's different versions of this light bar from the vector to the vision. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a couple pictures of essentially a vector pod and a vision pod, and then show you a side-by-side comparison. This one right here is just a standard vector style pod. This one right here is your vision pod, or also known as the smart pod. Now this is your side-by-side comparison of the vector and the vision pod. You can see the biggest difference between the two. On the vision light bar, the light bulb is suspended above the rotator assembly, whereas the vector, the light bulb is part of the rotator assembly. The reason the light bulb is suspended above the rotator assembly on the vision light bar is because the motor itself is actually a form of a servo motor, and that's how they got it to be able to rotate 2 different directions. Okay, so I got all the lenses done and reinstalled. Overall, I think they polished out pretty good, considering what they look like when I started. I'm going to show you a couple quick before and afters of the red and the clear. So you see that's definitely a pretty big improvement from what they were. So really nice. Now I was trying to see if I could find some kind of reference numbers or something like that on this bar to see maybe if this was like a ordered bar or just an off-the-shelf bar or what. But the only thing I could find is this one right here, which is really not very readable anymore. You can sort of tell that definitely says Federal Signal Corporation right here, and there's some stuff down here. And then I got this sticker right here. I'm not really sure what this is, but you see where it looks like it has an S and an N on it. Sorry, it's upside down, but I'm not sure what all that is. So if anybody happens to know what that is and what maybe that might have went to, let me know. I'm actually very curious. But since everything is all done, put back together, let's go ahead and fire it up and show you what it looks like. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show the back of it first with the rear flashers, and then I'll turn it around and we will see the takedowns, alleys, and then the rotators. So here's the rear flashers. And then we have the takedowns and alleys. And then the rotators. So here we go. This is my Federal Signal Vector red and white light bar. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.